Let's do this. Alright, your mark gets hit. Let's do this for more energy. Alright, on your mark, gets hit. Alright folks, Virginia's 88, we are back on Criminal Case on Facebook. Let's go on to case number 11. Colorado, the USA, the morning before Christmas. Oh, that's right, I haven't done this since Christmas. Ace, being on the road has its advantages, and we're spending snowy Christmas in Colorado. We always bounce back, Gwen. Vampires, vengeful ghosts, curses, you still find beauty everywhere. Well, is that a hint that we aren't here to make snowmen? I know, we're chasing demons. Well, Jake hasn't slept a wink since we got that message to stop looking into demons, and naturally, it only makes him want to know more. Yeah, funny. Hope says the same thing. She's been staying up all night, browsing the dark web. We've been here a week and have no leads, so we might as well relax. I'm thinking of trying out the ski slopes. Ace, we have code red. It's Priya. She broke out of her cage and she's gone. Her cage? Oh no, it was a full moon last night. Priya's never escaped before. And now, and even if she ran away while in werewolf form, she'd have transformed back by now. Why hasn't she come home? Blood dares. She could be hurt or unconscious. She'll be vulnerable to hypothermia. You gotta find her, Ace. Ace, the slope top is the best vantage point over the valley. We should spot Priya from up there. Priya! Priya! Ace, we've looked everywhere. There's no sign of... Oh, great. You think there's a body over there, up by those ski lifts? Quick, let's check it out. I have not done any... Oh, what the heck? This one's open already? Huh. I got all of them? I'll take it. This might go a lot quicker than I thought it would. Huh. Didn't know that was possible. Let's see what happens. Snowman. Oh. Yeah, that's weird. Huh. I am flabbergasted right now. Because now I also have to find, like, everything in the scene. Huh. Wonder what's going on. I won't complain. I'm just curious. That's interesting. Literally not... I only logged in to grab those things and keep myself at 5 hints, you know, and get energy. But man, that's cool. Hey, we're gonna get through this a little bit quicker. Hey, this is a dead body, all right, but it's not Priya. It's it's Ruth Wu, that hunter we met in California, and a sworn enemy of all supernatural creatures. Uh-oh. But this time, Ruthless Wu met her match. Look at those claw marks and bites. She was gored to death by a werewolf. Ace, we're relieved this body isn't Priya's, but that also means she's still missing. There's no trace of her here. So we have a werewolf murder on our hands, and our chemist is missing when we need her the most. But I just want her back safe, of course. And as for the victim, you know I wasn't Ruth's biggest fan, Ace. But we're the only ones who can find the werewolf who did this. And I see you pick up that badge. It belonged to a ski lift operator. We'll need to identify him, because he could be a witness. We should also restore those broken pieces of silver, too. This isn't the Christmas I'd imagined, Ace. Priya's missing and Ruth's been murdered. It's time to investigate. Nice. So welcome, everybody. Yeah, maybe Pretty Simple did that. They're like, why haven't you done anything? Hey, either way, let's enjoy this. We just get to go straight on through, at least for a little bit. It only looks like I have 6 stars, so maybe it was just the very beginning that it happened. Ruth and Damien. Hey, this is a pendant with moon design. The victim's name is engraved on it. But you're right, there's also another name on there, Damien. Did Ruth have a boyfriend? Look, hotel reservation for Damien Holder and Ruth Wu. They must have come here on a romantic getaway. We need a word with Mr. Holder. We should pretend to be Ruth's friends. As much as I hate the idea, that's the best cover for a grieving boyfriend. Well, he looks like a werewolf. Basically, everybody so far looks like a werewolf. We'll see. Maybe only one case, maybe two. I think we might be able to do two. I haven't asked the missus, and I overslept, unfortunately. So I set my alarm, but I set my alarm for, I just changed my work alarm, and so it only happened during the week. So I changed my alarm, but it doesn't go off on Saturdays, so it didn't go off. Hey, Spence just told me that Priya still hasn't returned. I'm worried, but I guess we'll keep investigating Ruth's murder for now. At least we managed to identify the ski lift operator who works at the slope top, certain Sam Ellis. Let's see if he witnessed the werewolf attack. Mr. Damien Holder, we have some sad news. Ruth Wu was found dead at the slope top this morning. Ruth's dead? What happened? A skiing accident? Well, it seems a wild animal attacked her. You don't really want the details. Oh no, my poor love. We were so looking forward to our first Christmas together. The outdoors was our shared passion. I'm a snowboarder. Ruth loved the mountains. She was fit and fearless, my dream woman. She'd go for a walk in the woods early in the morning, and then we'd meet in the town center for a romantic breakfast. I was just about to head out. Can't believe I'll never see her again. We're sorry for your loss, Mr. Holder. Ruth was a friend of my family's. They asked me to check in on you on these difficult times. Feel free to call if you need to talk. Well, Ace is oh my gosh. Seems like a nice guy, and attractive too. How did Ruthless get to bag a hottie like that while Okay, did I just admit to being jealous of a dead woman? We'll forget it. Anyway, Damien said he used to meet Ruth at the town center, so let's head over there. She literally thinks every guy is attractive. Hey guys, the ski lifts are closed. Somebody died here early in the morning, and if you want to ski today, find a different slope. Ski? Oh, no, I mean, yes, we want to ski, but we left our boots at the... Wait, did you say a woman died? How terrible. Do you know what happened? Were you there? Now, that was before my shift started. She was attacked by a wolf. I warned her about bears and wolves before, but she wasn't the type to take advice. Wait, so you knew her? Well, not well, just because she was here every day, and always such an early bird. But anyways, if you're looking to ski, you should try the black run. It's thrilling. Okay, so maybe it was just that first scene. It's something that, where's the pizza? Oh, it's not there. Well, it's a cute little town center. Acebury would love to shop here, but who knows where she is. And now, we also have Ruth Wu's murder to solve. Her boyfriend said she'd like to come here, so we better look around. You seen something might be hidden in that box decoration? Let's dig in then. And that red bag looks like some Santa impersonator sack of toys. Of course, it's Christmas. Every ski resort has Santa in the town center. I'm sure opening this bag will help solve Ruth's murder, but I'm willing to try. Whoa, Ace, with the jackpot here. Those were Ruth's ski goggles in that basket. Her name was on them. I see teeth marks and blood. I bet it's the killer werewolf who ripped them off Ruth and hid them here. This pretty is still missing. We gotta send those goggles to Ben instead. Man, I hope she's alright. Comes back soon. Yeah, me too. Codex. 3, 9, 2, 3. Oh, it doesn't have a dot in it. Okay, so 6, 9, 2, 2, 6. 2, 9, 9, 4, 6. Hey, as we suspected, this Santa bag is a bunch of presents and a faded note. Wait a minute, there's Ruth's name on the paper. Well, I don't really get this at all, but recovering the rest of the writing could help. I don't really get it at all either. We're gonna be like a couple stars off, I think. That'll be fine. Oh. The Douglas triplets. That's interesting. Ace, note you found in the Santa bag is a list. And look, there's a nice column and a naughty column with names in each. Well, Ace, the only way that a real Santa keeps track of who's naughty and nice. You look skeptical, Ace, but Santa isn't as real as werewolves or vampires. See for yourself, because we're going to talk to him. And since Santa has had her victim on his naughty list, I bet he has more to say about Ruth Wu. Alright. Ace has just spoken to Jake. He says the priest on fax and we'll notify the police. In the meantime, I'm doing my best to help you guys. The blood on these goggles are a match for the victim, and the teeth marks are from a werewolf, as you guessed. But the rest was a doozy. Nearly gave up when something the priest said the other day put me on the right track. Alright, man, enough with the riddles. What was this mysterious discovery? I found a strange substance on the goggles, and the chemical composition analysis came back as lanolin, alcohols, and acids, which is a type of grease found in natural wool. Then I remembered that Priya complained that her fingers felt greasy after she knitted her mother a wool scarf for Christmas. So it clicked. Lanolin, wool knitting, that's how it fits together. There's no lanolin on the victim's fingers, so it must have come from the killer. And now you know one thing about them, they like to knit. So we're looking for killer werewolf fond of knitting? Thanks, Ben, we'll make a note. It's an interesting combination. Ben, do you have any news about Priya? Nah, Jake's called the local hospitals and hopes listening to the police radio channel, but so far nothing. But I do have a scoop on your victim. First, her body was typical of a seasoned supernatural hunter. Marks, bites, scars from more creatures than I can count. Most of them were old injuries, of course, though there was a newish scar over her eyebrow for which she needed stitches. Well, yeah, we know that Ruth was determined to fight anything supernatural that moved. What about the werewolf encounter that killed her? I found traces of cocoa and marshmallow in her wounds. They must have been transferred from the werewolf's teeth when the beast bit her. So looking for a killer who enjoys hot cocoa, Ace. But we'll find this cocoa drinking killer before long, and that's a promise. I love cocoa. Alright, and since we just need to talk to Santa, let's go see if we can get another star. And yes, Santa is a suspect. We'll still do 1, maybe 2 if we can get this fast enough. I'm going to try and do 2 cases. We'll see how fast we can go. I mean, we got really lucky that they saved us like 15 minutes at least, maybe half an hour just by doing that first one. I don't know how that happened, but not gonna complain, but if that's in the next one too, that's gonna save me almost a half an hour. I might be able to. So, because the star collection is what takes me so long, anyways. All right, let's talk to Santa. Oh, age 1749. Ace and Gwen Harper, supernatural hunters extraordinaire. What an honor to meet you. Hey Santa, we're really excited to meet you too. See, Ace, only the real Santa would know us, and that we're hunters. I've known your chief ever since he wrote to me for a train set as a boy, and later I've come to admire his work, protecting the innocent amongst all creatures. Give my salutations to him. Sure thing, but first, could you tell us why you had Ruth Woo on your naughty list? I'm sure you know the answer to that. Ruth was unkind and even violent at times. She deserved a lump of coal and no presents. When my elves reported her unfortunate encounter with the werewolf, fate dealt a harsh hand to Ruth. Very tragic. But Ace will find the culprit before the Christmas light come on this evening. And now, my friends, I must hurry. I have a recalcitrant reindeer to deal with. I have no idea what that means. Yep. I wonder if we're going to find her at the end of this. Ace, it was me. I did it. Of course you did it. I killed her. I killed Ruth Woo. Of course she did. Of course she did. Anyways, guys, I'm going to grab a whole bunch of stars and I'll be right back. This mission is in. Or back. Let's head on to chapter number 2. Is everyone go waiting around for new leads on demons here in the Rockies? Suddenly all heck breaks loose on Christmas Eve morning. First, Priest destroyed her cage during a full moon night and ran away, and then we found the supernatural hunter was dead. Yep. Yeah, we know you did it, Priya. So worried. Where were you? Didn't you hear me, Gwen? I killed her. I killed Ruth Woo. Wait. No, you didn't. Werewolf killed old Ruthless. It was a... Gwen, that werewolf was me. Came back to tell you everything. Oh, brother. But you don't remember what happened when you're in that state. Right? Hope so. You're worried sick, Priya. Thank goodness you're alright. It's not alright. I killed a woman. Priya, you're in shock. Why don't you take a deep breath and tell us everything? Well, last night I locked myself in a cage before nightfall, as I do before every full moon. But the chain didn't hold, and I managed to break free. Last thing I remember was running into the mountains after I transformed. And you know the rest. My worst nightmare came true, and I've always known it, Ace, ever since I got turned, that I'd attack someone one day. Priya, you can't know that it was you who killed Ruth. Werewolves never remember what happens at a full moon, and you hadn't seen Ruth since California. Yeah, but I did. I knew Ruth was here. I saw her at the Christmas market yesterday. All the terrible memories of Ruth trying to kill me on Alcatraz came flooding back. I tried to put her out of my mind by drinking hot cocoa and knitting, but I had to calm myself before getting into my cave. But then I woke up this morning on that slope and there was Ruth covered in blood, panicked and ran away, trying to deny the obvious. But I know I did it, Ace. Alright, Priya, exhaustion's messing with your head. You need to rest. Ben will look after you. In the meantime, Ace, I'll find Ruth's real killer. We'll all have a great Christmas together, I promise. Yeah, poor Priya. What an ordeal spending the night in the cold Colorado mountains. But no matter what she says, I don't believe she has anything to do with Ruth Woo's murder. And you're right, Priya gave us a useful tip. She spotted Ruth at the Christmas market yesterday, so we might find some clues there. Vacuum cleaner, cotton candy, trash can. That's not a trash can. That's a trash can. Torn flyer. Obviously, the wallet's gotta be a clue. There's that. Where's the wallet? Look, Ace, Priya was right. Ruth was here at the Christmas market. This is her wallet. Let's search through it. And let's put the torn paper back together, too. I agree. Oh, yikes. It's a shredded paper in the victim's wallet. It looks like the corner of a book page, and there's a page number. There's also a handwritten threat. Oh, I will put guts out, Hunter. Well, that's how Ruth was killed, Ace, and this threat must have been given to her by the killer, which means we better send this torn page to Felix. He can tell us more about the killer. Oh, dears. Yeah, I don't really want to be a werewolf either. I wouldn't want to, like, lose my mind and not know what I did for, you know, a whole day, basically. Anyways, I've just been on to check on Priya. Ben says he had to sedate her. Poor Priya, there's no evidence she did anything to hurt Ruth. Well, except that she has the two clues she both does. So, but because she's a werewolf, she's convinced it was her. Yeah, waking up in the wilderness like a wild beast gotta mess with your head. But Priya's tough, she'll pull through. How about that piece of paper Ace found? You figured the message from the killer, and that's no brainer. So the book must be your killer's too. But the rest, that took some real mad skills, yo. Tracing a book from a handful of words in a single page number? Well, we stand in awe of your genius, sir. So you can tell us what the book is? I was waiting for the drum roll. The book is The Slopes and the Self, a masterpiece of self-help literature promising enlightenment and inner peace through skiing. Gotta say, it's pretty inspirational. Makes me want to get my snow wheels on and hit the slopes right now. No wonder your killer digs it. So your killer's reading The Slopes and the Self. We're on a roll now, Ace. Let's head back to the town center and keep the momentum going. See, so now all we gotta do is ask Priya. Priya, do you read The Slopes and the Self? And of course, she's gonna say yes. Christmas market knitting supplies. Pieces together a flyer Ace advertising knitting, but it also mentions hot cocoa at the bottom. Hot cocoa and knitting, those both match the profile. No smoking gum, but the flyer could be elite. I'll grab your desk so we can read that faded text. Maybe they have like a guest list. Text on the bottom of this reads, today's special, free hot cocoa with each ball of yarn. Come to Annette's stand. Ace, now that we have a stand under his name, she might lead us to someone matching the killer's profile. I don't know why we needed her name. Could have just, like, figured out that and then gone to the Christmas market. But, yes, it is probably good to have her name. Oh, she has hot cocoa. So that means she's gotta at least have that. Yeah, you look pretty cool. Would you like to try this on the scarf? I knitted it myself. Well, it is lovely, but we're here to ask about your customers. You think of anyone who seems especially interested in knitting supplies and your hot cocoa? Oh, I've never heard that one before. Are you guys amateur detectives or something? Bring down an illegal yarn and cocoa racket? Yeah, well, that sounds strange, but how about this woman? Do you recognize her? Well, I do, as it happens. She stopped by a few days ago asking weird questions about my customers. Kind of like you guys are right now. Uh-oh. Something about the full moon in my opening hours. I had no idea what she was talking about. She was pretty rude, so I told her to leave. Thanks anyway, Miss Ma'am, and have a festive holiday. Interesting questions, Ruth. Oops, the thumbnails from the last case. I'll have to get Bonnie or anyone else, if they want to send it in Discord to me, I will update that. Oh, look at the little puppy, so cute. Oh, that's probably definitely hers. Somebody ping me in Discord and I'll do it after this chapter. The other ammunition belt has no business being here in the town center, Ace. And you're right, Ruth used to wear a belt to silver bullets, but there was no sign of it when we found her. Take a sample of that waxy substance. It might give us some idea of how Ruth's ammunition belt got here. Let's unlock that phone while we're at it, Ace. We get a new lead. Whatever the 6-digit count on the victim's ammunition belt is, let's get off my fingers and under the microscope. Actually, guys, it's getting kind of late. I might actually just do one case today, and tomorrow I may wake up extra early. I'll pick it up in Discord, but my guess is I might wake up at like 2 o'clock in the morning so that I can get through multiple cases. But I feel bad because we have a lot of stuff that we gotta do on the weekends and stuff. So. Oops, that's not it. It's this one. Hey, wait, is this victim's phone ace? There's pictures on the unlock screen. No sense in looking over this phone's data ourselves. Let's get to Hope pronto. Well, since I found Ruth's ammunition belt, snowboard wax ace. And you're right, did Ruth's boyfriend say she was into snowboarding? Well, I don't snowboard, but I'm pretty sure you don't need bullets for it, so what was Damien doing with his girlfriend's ammo? Alright, Ace, time for another chat with that haughty lover boy. Gosh. Alright, cool, you guys handled it. Thank you for that. Just gonna ban him. What were you doing, ugly quick Christmas sweater? Oh, it's you guys. Ruth's friends. What can I do for you? Well, we were in town earlier and I found something that might be Ruth's. We were wondering if you knew how. Ugh, that horrible ammo belt. I can't even look at it. It ruined our Christmas vacation. See, I brought Ruth here for a romantic getaway, and at first it seemed like that was what she wanted too. During the day, we'd take long walks in snow or go ice skating in the evenings. We'd drink mulled wine and I'd read the slope sign myself. But at night, things got a little weird. Ruth'd be up late, sending text messages before disappearing for hours at a time. And she had these bruises and cuts she wouldn't explain, so I snooped inside her luggage one morning and found a whole bunch of bullets and weapons. Did you confront her about this? Yeah, but she refused to tell me what she was involved in, so I threw her ammo belt away in town and she stormed off, and that was the last time I saw her. And now she's gone forever. She had her secrets, Ace, but I'd still do anything to give her back. Something tells me you're a werewolf. Hey, I don't think I know why Priya ran away. I reckon she couldn't handle Gwen's Christmas Carol collection anymore. They're even worse than the love songs she used to listen to. Alright, very funny, Hopester. Personally, I think Priya could really use some Christmas spirit right now. Well, you're right, Gwen. I know Priya's having a hard time. I shouldn't joke about it. But I don't find Ruth's messages very amusing either. There's a bunch of texts between her and your parents. My parents? Yes, they had some sort of competition going on who could hunt down the most targets. Ruth was winning. Do my parents mention me by any chance? Never mind, I don't really want to know. Anyways, was there anything relevant to the murder? Maybe. There's a heated exchange between Ruth and a certain Sam Ellis. Wait, the ski lift operator? Never told us he and Ruth were texting. What about? Well, it's not clear, but the last message from Ellis reads, back off or you'll need more than a few stitches next time. Stitches? Remember that scar mentioned on Ruth's forehead? He said it was recent. Could it have come from a fight with Sam Ellis? We should ask him about this confrontation, and if we plan to be the ski resort HR people, he'll have to tell us why he assaulted the customer. Ooh, nice. Let your worries fade from your awareness as you hurtle down your near vertical slopes like a daredevil. Oh, it's you again. Told you I can't ski here today. Mr. Ellis, we're actually from Aspen Ski head office. That woman who died here this morning, her phone was handed into lost and found. And it transpired that you threatened and assaulted Ms. Wu in the course of your job. Great, just what I need an HR inquiry. Please let me explain. That Ruth Wu lady was totally unreasonable. She insisted on having access to the ski lifts in the middle of the night. She somehow got a hold of my phone number and harassed me day and night with the craziest demands. I told her she didn't own this resort or me. So you punched her in the face and threatened worse? Alright, I'm the first to admit I overreacted. I have anger issues. That's why I took up knitting. It helps me relax. I sincerely apologize for losing my temper and attacking the customer. I swear it won't happen again. See that it doesn't, Mr. Ellis. You'll have more time to catch up on your reading. Oh, yeah. Just punch a customer and we'll be like, yeah, you can work with us. Ay, ay, ay. Werewolf! Hey, so someone's carrying werewolf? We better go check it out. Well, that's not good. Anyways, guys, I gotta go grab some stars. I'll see you guys in chapter 3. Pachini's 88. Cool. Alright, folks, Pachini's 88. We are back, heading on to chapter number 3, where we found Ruth Wu all to death. And apparently someone's screaming werewolf. Yes. Yikes. Oh, brother. Hey, so I think we found the werewolf, but yeah, it's got a mask on. Werewolves don't have antlers like these, do they? This beast looks like more like a common reindeer. Oh, Rupert, here you are. Ace, I apologize. This is all my fault. I can explain. Santa, you scared the marketgoers to death with your reindeer in a werewolf's disguise. I can't wait to hear your explanations. Oh, brother. What's Santa doing here? Santa, what were you thinking, christening your reindeer as a werewolf in a broad daylight at the Christmas market? Ace, I take full responsibility for Rupert. He meant no harm to honest marketgoers. See, it's to do with Ruth Wu you asked about. I wanted to teach her a lesson. I knew how she felt about werewolves and supernatural creatures in general, and I wanted to prank her. I dressed Rupert up last night, took him to the slope too. I instructed him to wait for Ruth to appear, then jump out and give her a fright. Dude, she would have killed him. But Rupert got bored and ran away before dawn. He's never been very obedient. I've been chasing him all morning in vain. I'm very sorry about the upheaval. Wait, so let me get this straight. You and your fake werewolf ran away from the crime scene just before the victim arrived and got killed by a real werewolf? Wait, surely you can't think of going around Aspen killing supernatural hunters, Ace. Christmas no less. I apologize once more, but now I must depart. I promised to steal the guys some cocoa. We both could both use a hot drink and some company. Alright, I don't mean to be a grump. Santa's prank with the fake werewolf didn't help this investigation. We better scour the market for more useful clues. That is the... Santa is not a smart individual. At all. That was not smart by Santa. Oh, there's the bells over there. Hey, is that a hidden camera in that star ornament? Well, that's a plot twist. Who on earth is spying on the customers? And you're right, both Ruth and our killer came to this market, so whoever hid that camera, we should unlock it. That notebook has Priya's name on the cover. I recognize it. She takes notes in it while she works. We should take a peek before we give the notebook back to Priya. We can only convince her of her innocence if we know the full truth. It's time to crack this case wide open. That's right. Oh man, I didn't get enough to get a star. Boy. Of course Ruth deserved it. Kind of a jerk, honestly. Oops, that's not it. That might be it. That might be it. Yep. Great, you've unlocked the hidden camera. Let's see what Hope makes of the footage. interesting. Oh, that's not good. Wait, Ace, those are previous case notes. Nothing too suspicious, right? Lab results, chemistry. Okay, so here's Ruth. Skull and crossbones at the crosshairs of a target, with the Rockies in the background, so it's recent. Ace, looks like Priya's been preoccupied with Ruth ever since that San Francisco encounter. She never mentioned it, but you know she doesn't like to talk about the whole werewolf thing. Alright, we should go see Priya. I just hope she's feeling better now. I didn't realize that she had like a Ghostbusters thing on her beanie. It's hilarious. Yeah, Santa's like 1700 years old. Hey, so this is a camera from the market. Your case is good as all. Footage proves two things. One, it was Ruth Wooten who set up the camera and recorded her face as she adjusted the angle. Well, was she secretly recording the market goers? Indeed. And as for the second discovery, have a look for yourselves. Okay, we're gonna know who else is a werewolf. Yep. I smell that hunter's repulsive scent on this camera. How dare she? Oh man, the full moon is calling. With every minute my anger grows. I will find her and hunt her down. Holy snowballs, Ace, that was the vendor from the market, transforming into a werewolf. Gotta admit, I didn't expect that, but Ruth suspected something. That must be why she set up the camera. Meanwhile, Miss Strong also figured out that Ruth was after her, and she was angry. She said she'd hunt her down at full moon. Ace, we must find Annette Strong now. Ace, you found proof that I killed Ruth, right? That must be why you're here. Well, Priya, we're just here to cross our eyes and dot our T's, I mean. Well, you found my notebook, didn't you? I must have dropped it at the market last night when I saw Ruth. So you know I couldn't put her out of my mind ever since she attacked me. I tried everything, even self-help books, but the truth is, I've been planning revenge ever since. Planning revenge? Nonsense. You bottled up a huge trauma, and doodling helped you cope. Don't you get it, Ace? I didn't just happen to break free the night Ruth was hunting in the mountains. I had a motive. I went after her like a predator. Wait, Priya, we have no proof that you did anything. Hating Ruth is not a crime. Well, even I hated her. You just think you're guilty because you haven't accepted that you're a werewolf. Don't tell me how I feel about being a werewolf. You have no idea. Just go. Leave me alone. Poor Priya. She's like so conflicted. I love it. Miss Strong, we need a word. We know you're a werewolf. Very well, hunters. See, I also know who you are. Ace, your reputation has reached me, and they say you seek justice, not bloodshed, unlike that other one. Well, we don't condone hunters like Ruth Wu. We won't let her murder go unsolved either, so tell us, did you kill her after you transformed? Oh, I was tempted. The full moon was rising, just like my anger. It was almost unbearable, and if anyone deserved to die, that woman did. She was out to get me. But I have my pack to think about, and I know that spilling human blood is not the way to protect them. Pack, huh? So there's a whole pack of werewolves here, and you're the leader? Oh, you're kidding, right? Why'd you think Ruth was lurking around these mountains? I wasn't her only target. She wanted to hunt us all down. Looks like you have some more detective work to do. Now leave me with my copy of the slopes in the cell. I need to rest after my transformation. Ah, interesting. Well, Ace, this case is an avalanche of surprises. We learned that Santa's prone to practical jokes and Priya's werewolf identity crisis is worse than we thought. But the real shocker is the harmless cocoa and yarn vendor is the alpha werewolf. She thinks her pack is why Ruth was so interested in these mountains. This romantic winter resort is teamed with werewolves, and one of them killed Ruth. I agree, we should go back to the crime scene and finally catch them. Yep, basically, I'm going to guess that every single one of our suspects is a werewolf except Santa Claus. I guess the Santa Claus is not. So this already has a star. Huh. Well, they need to do that more often. I can do more recordings, and I can do them faster. Oh, that worked. Ace, that book is The Slopes in the Self. The self-help book our killer reads. Sure enough, page 37 is missing, which means his copy belongs to our killer. Let's get a sample of that creamy substance on the cover. And I agree, we should get the box of ski gear too. We're in the home stretch, Ace. Let's get this werewolf. I'll bet you the cream is for wounds, basically. That's gonna be my guess. Because it ain't sunscreen. Huh. Okay, well. Let's get the sample from the coach book to Ben pronto. Ooh, here we go. Well, you gotta love that in that box that looks really battered. Plus, in there's holes through every finger, like claws burst through them. You're right, this glove must belong to our killer werewolf. Let's send them to Ben. Ooh. That's interesting. Shoot, I look like a werewolf right now. Pretty sure I'm not. I feel like the missus would have realized if on a full moon I left the house. Hey, Ace, Ben and I were talking about Priya and how we first met her. Well, you saved her from the werewolf that attacked in turn, right, Ben? Well, yeah, I treated her physical wounds, but Priya still lost a big part of her life that night. When I offered her a place on the team, she refused, and I talked her into it because we really needed her skills. I wonder now if I was selfish and asked too much of her, you know? Anyway, we know this isn't a social call. You need lab results for that glove. So first, the blow on it was a match for the victim, and the holes pierced by the killer's werewolf claws as they burst through the fabric. But I found something else, too. Tiny white hairs from an Angora rabbit. Angora rabbit hairs used to make fuzzy earmuffs. Very handy in this climate. So look for a killer wearing earmuffs. Okay, got it. Our killer wears fur earmuffs. We're closing in on them. Don't think Priya... Oh, look at that. Could be her for sure. Could be her for sure. He said, just got from my dad. He loved the coffee I sent him from New Mexico, and he wishes you a Merry Christmas. Well, that's lovely, Ben. With everything going on, I almost forgot it was Christmas. Chin up. You're close to catching this murderous werewolf, and I know that the sample from their book is face cream to heal windburn. Windburn is a cold air. Oh, it's a ski lift operator. Yep. Yep. Almost positive that it's the ski lift operator. Because I don't think she has windburn. Yep, it's this guy. Well, he did kill Ruth, so I'm actually kind of glad, but... Sam Ellis, you're busted. You're a werewolf, and you killed Ruth Kapoo. Wait, so you guys know about werewolves, huh? You aren't managed from the spirits, or you're hunters like Ruth. Hunters, yes, but not like Ruth. We only go after creatures that hurt humans, and you did. You brutally gored Ruth in the early morning today. Why? Because I recognized her. When she showed up on the slopes, I knew she was my old enemy. Ruth Will killed my son when he was just a child, a werewolf cub. He was just playing in the forest, too young to be a danger to anyone. But Ruth shot him with a silver bullet anyway, and then she laughed. How could something like that be forgiven, Ace? Wait, Ruth killed your son? My goodness, I knew she was heartless, but this is terrible. It was years ago, Ace, but it hurts the same as on the day I held him lifeless in my arms. I'd never forgotten his killer's face, but when she turned up here on the slope, she didn't even recognize me. I knew the full moon was coming, and my plan was made. My memories of last night are hazy. When we transform, we're in a different, savage world. It was the beast in me that killed her, but for human grief. Wow, Mr. Ellis, this is a heartbreaking story, but you must answer for what you've done, even if there's no homicide investigation, since the police believe a common wolf killed Ruth. Yeah, Ace, I don't wish to evade punishment. Take me to Annette, and she's our alpha. You belong to Annette Strong's werewolf pack, then she will determine your punishment for the murder. Sam Ellis, these hunters tell me you killed a human to avenge your child's death. It's true, and I'm not asking for forgiveness. I did what was right by my own heart. What you did was selfish, and it brought shame and danger to the whole pack. You behaved exactly like the savage beast Ruth Wu believed us to be. But my pack isn't a bunch of savages, and you're exiled. Go be a lone wolf and fend for yourself. I accept my punishment. Perhaps roaming the mountains and forests alone will ease my pain one day. Farewell. Well, Ace, I heard the werewolf that killed Ruth Wu was banished. Such a relief. I recognized for freaking out. I was no help during the case, and you were also worried about me. Nonsense. You had a terrible fright. And you were right. None of us can imagine what you've been through. But the case is solved, and we can focus on what really matters. Fun, snow, and Christmas. Come on, Ace. There's a lot to do. Nice. Let's enjoy Christmas. Alright. I'll see you guys in the next chapter. Let's do it right now. Should have enough stars. So excited, Ace. Christmas is almost here. I want to go to the highest slope and take photos of the town all lit up and joyful. Besides, we deserve some Yuletide fun after having Will's killer. Almost forgot that Santa's here. There seems to be something only hope can help him with. Wait, me? Help Santa? How can I help him? Well, I guess I better go see what old Kris Kringle wants. And I'll see you up on those top slopes for some snaps, Ace. Call of the Wild. I'm actually glad he killed her. I don't really feel bad at all. Actually, I understand that she banished him, but I'll almost bring him back. Oh, my dear Hope Newman, tech super genius. I'm in great need of your assistance. So I've heard, Santa, but how can I help you? You see, my GPS is broken. Just when I have to take to the skis and deliver presents to millions of children. Wait, Santa, you use a GPS to deliver toys? I fail to see what's so amusing about that young lady. At any rate, I think that doodad's still at the Christmas market. It fell off Rupert's collar and he stepped on it. Let's go look for it, Ace. And Miss Newman, we should go along to the market as well. Leave your room and laptop. It's Christmas after all. Alright, I'll help, Ace, but all this Christmas stuff. I believe you mean humbug. And if Ebenezer Scrooge can turn his frown upside down, you can too, young lady. If you say so, Santa. Head to the market and fix the Jolly One's GPS, Ace. I don't care how much of a Scrooge you are. If you saw Santa Claus and he was real, you better flip your attitude, because I guarantee you would be super happy and thrilled. Ooh. Dead lion cub. That's not good. Oh, brother. What's going on here? This isn't looking good. Look at this poor little mountain cub, Ace. Who could have hurt this baby? And you're right, there's no blood or an injury. He's just dead. Oh no, like the sheep back in Arizona. Could this be the work of a demon? Come to the Rockies because someone's trying to throw us off the trail of demons. I wonder how this new clue fits in. And you're right, better recover the message pinned to the cub. Oh, they pinned it to the cub. Man. How brutal. You know, Ace, I never really liked Christmas. My guardian and I moved around so much, we never managed to make friends to celebrate the season. And all this tinsel and these lights, ribbons, and ornaments, it's also strange, but it's growing on me. But enough about all that. You found Santa's crushed GPS, and I know you'll have it reassembled in no time. I will. You are correct.
No, you're out of there.
Uh-oh. Oh, great. Ace, the note left on the cover reads, I told you to stay away, hunters. You should have heeded my warnings. Oh, great, hunters, that's us. So the message is clearly from the same person who warned us not to look at the demons before. Send this note and poor little cub to Priya. Brother. So what, you're saying if you never went to the Rockies, you just wouldn't have kept killing? I doubt that, you demon. Ho ho ho. PC has GPS back in the days, but what the? Santa hasn't updated the operating system in like 2 decades. They could use some serious security updates too. I'll need to tinker with it before we can give this GPS back to Santa. It's the biggest thing. I remember when I went to the Mrs. Family's house, they were on like their Wi-Fi or something, or their router, and it wasn't like as fast as I thought it should be. So I went in there and they hadn't updated their software in like 2 or 3 years. I updated it and all of a sudden everything was better. Was it true hope? Are you hoping Santa fixes GPS? Yes indeed. Santa's GPS is all spiffed up with a new operating system and extra security. That means the kids will get their presents. Way to go, girl. All saving Christmas and stuff. Funny, huh? From the girl who never had a Christmas. You know, he's like, I feel kind of dumb, but when Santa gave his GPS, I want to ask him a question. I hope he won't mind. Come on now, Hope. He's Santa. Home Slice probably knows any question you might want to ask anyways. Well, since even songs are written about Santa's superior surveillance, you might be right. I still want to ask. Let's go, Ace. Surveillance. He knows when you've been naughty. He knows when you've been nice. That's funny. Hey, Priya. Feeling better after the ordeal of the investigation? Hope you don't mind the work. I don't mind it all the time. Dust myself off and get on with life, especially since I have news for you regarding the cub in the note. What did you find? First off, I found sulfur on the cub, which is exactly what we found on the sheep in Arizona, so it's definitely demons. We know they suck the life force out of living things and leave sulfur behind. But it gets weirder, Ace. On the note, I found werewolf hair. Wait, werewolf hair? But if it was a demon that killed the cub, and not a werewolf. Yeah, but a werewolf could have left the message there for us to find, which means that these werewolves might be working with the demons. Rather, werewolves working with demons? Why would anyone do that? Demons are a danger to all living creatures. Why would anyone help them? Well, that's for us to find out. We gotta start with the alpha wolf and that strong. I'm coming along. Sure you wanna do that, Priya? Yes, Ace, I've been running from this werewolf thing for long enough. It's time to face the alpha. If this pack's in cahoots with demons, I want to be the first to know. Boom! Mic drop. Hey, Santa. Ace, I fixed your GPS. Ho, ho, ho. If only I had an extremely nice list, you'd be on it for the rest of your days. Thanks, Santa, but before we go, I have a question, a personal one about my family. See, my whole life, ever since I was a little baby, I was raised by my guardian. I never knew my birth parents. My guardian wouldn't tell me anything. I've been looking, but all my leads go cold. I thought, well, since you're Santa and you know everybody everywhere, maybe you could tell me who they are. Oh, my dear, would that it were so simple. I know who you and Ace are because of your supernatural work. All sorts of supposedly imaginary beings know who you are. But for regular people, I only know if they write me a letter when they're little, like when Jacob Arrow asked me for a train set. Sadly, Hope, your parents never wrote to me, so I have no idea who they were. I am so very sorry. No, minds. At the time, I must away to deliver the toys and joy to children everywhere. I wish you both a very Merry Christmas. But remember, Hope, there's the family you've been born into and the family you chose. Your team of hunters is a fine family. Celebrate with them. Alright, well, I'd like to start by celebrating by grabbing a snack, Ace. I feel like that's so true. There's the family you're born into, and there's the family that you choose. For sure. Some people's, it's the same one. So for me, it is the same one, the one I was born into and the one I chose. But also, I married, and the Mrs. family is great, and I love them too. So, you know, I have a really cool family. So you can kind of choose the family that you're around. Miss Strong, I'm Priya Desai, and well, I know who you are, the lost werewolf working with the hunters. So strange that you chose not to be in a pack. Wait, well, my friends are the good kind of hunters, as am I. Well, yes, good hunters seem like a myth until I met your team. Well, I can only imagine that if you sought me out, you need my help. Well, you see, we believe we found proof that the local werewolf is in cahoots with demons. Oh, demons? I've heard of such beings, but I've always thought they were a myth. Sadly, they're real. We have proof that at least one was summoned into our world. They've been killing wildlife for 5 years, and they're gaining strength. Someone's trying to keep us away from the demons. Are you sure no one in your pack could be involved? I don't think so. We keep to ourselves. No fraternizing with other creatures, imaginary or otherwise. Which brings me back to you, Priya. You should be with your own kind. Join us. There's always room for strong females in my pack. Oh, well, that's very kind of Miss Strong. But I've been invited before to another pack, and I said no, and these hunters need me. Start thinking about what you need, Priya. You're a werewolf, and one day you'll heed the call. It's in your nature now. Until then, here's a token of my esteemed gratitude for you and Ace. Thank you. Well, Ace, we got another warning about demons. Yeah, and this time we have evidence that werewolves may be helping them, even though the werewolf pack leader denies it. We'll need to keep our eyes and ears open then. Anything else to report? I hope one's an alone time for Santa after he told her they didn't know who her parents were. But I think I know a way to cheer her up. I got Hope a Christmas present. I just need to get her out of her room and down to the town center. The gift's waiting for her there. Ace, she'll listen to you. Please go get her and I'll meet you guys at the town center. What are we doing here, Ace? You have to find your Christmas present, Hope. Nice. A little seek and find. Within a seek and find. Very meta. Thank you guys for all joining me for this. Hope you guys will be here tomorrow. Tomorrow again, I'll be starting like 2 or 3, probably 3 hours earlier. That way I can get through 2 of them. Like my family is in full wake up mode. I can hear them. Okay, Hopester, open your eyes. A Christmas present for me? You big doofus, you shouldn't have. But why the holes? And what's with the lock? Hey, something's moving around in this box. Ace, can you help me unlock this thing? Oh no, did they give her that little puppy? That is definitely what Hope needs. Oh my gosh, did we get her a puppy? Please tell me we got a puppy. Please, please, please tell me we got her a puppy. Please, please, please tell me we got her a puppy. Please, please, please tell me we got her a puppy. Oh, we got her a guinea pig. Awesome. Gwen, what the? Wait, you got me a guinea pig? Yeah, I know you would have preferred a tarantula, but this little guy seemed like a good compromise. Well, you'll have to face your arachnophobia one day, Gwenny Pooh. Well, until that day, you have this little rodent to keep you company. What will you name him? I don't know, maybe Lemmy, or Ramon, or Scrooge. Oh, that's it. How about you, me, Ace, and Scrooge? The guinea pig, get ready for the party later. I hear Luke picked out some costumes for everyone. Nice, nice. Got her a guinea pig. That's great. She needs an animal to make herself feel better. Oh man. Sure people weren't upset about him dressing up as an elf. Hey everyone, meet Scrooge the guinea pig. Ah, welcome to the team, Scrooge. It's like the perfect name, right? Yeah, it is. Bless us, everyone, Scrooge. I'm sure we'll all feel safe with this little rodent around. And I promise you I won't ever be a test subject in my lab. So wait, where's the chief? Well, Ben was trying to convince him to get to the end of the Christmas spirit, and here they are now. I feel like I lost a bet. Oh, come on, Jake, lighten up. This is our first Christmas with Ace on the team. You're right, Ben. Merry Christmas, Ace. Thanks for all you do, and go on and open your present. That's instead of like cinnamon, that actually looks like a steak. Nice Christmas sweater. Well, I think I get the hang of this Christmas thing after all, but I think I'll turn in and make Scrooge is settling into his cage. Good thinking, Hope. I'll be turning myself in shortly. What's up, Pretty? You look upset. Well, you know Annette Strong, the werewolf alpha? She's texted me to tell me that her pack is going to Utah, and just in case I change my mind about joining them. But I would never leave this team, Chief. I know, Priya, but given the lead that we have about werewolf pack and working with demons, we need to stay close. Ace, we're setting a course for Utah. Follow those wolves. Yes. Alright, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, early morning for me. Definitely earlier than before. Hopefully more people are able to get on. And I will see you guys then. This has been Pitching Ace 88. Over and out.